Okay, I have a few questions for you, okay? How much fun are you to live with? Just think about that. How much fun are you to live with? What's it like around your house? What would happen at your home if you lost your job, you had 2 kids to take care of, and suddenly you had to move your mother-in-law in? All while you were struggling to make ends meet. Well, that's what our family today is facing. They're not the Cleavers, they're not the Brady Bunch, they're not the Huxtables, just a real American family close to their breaking point. Now, Jennifer and Ben are so desperate for help, they allowed us to have cameras rolling in their home so I would have an idea of what was really going on.
I really don't want to be married to you anymore.
Okay, fine.
We don't belong together anymore.
Don't. Yeah, I guess I'm just an idiot. I keep staying. I keep putting up with all your I keep staying, Jenny.
What the do you still want with me? Why do you come back?
I think there's some chance that something might change, I guess. Maybe it won't.
No, I don't think it will.
But turn the cameras off, get out of my house. So there's nothing that can fix us?
This show thing was my last hope. And that was it. I mean, I don't see anything else. I have tried everything that I can try.
No, you haven't, Jen.
Yes, I have.
Well, this couple is clearly on the verge of divorce, and Jennifer wrote to us in a desperate attempt to bring her family back from the brink. She says this is her last hope. She says she's coming here. It's a last stop on the subway. Something doesn't happen here, they're done. Let's hear her version of the story.
Ben and I have been married for almost 13 years now, and overall, I say our marriage is just a rocky mess.
Every once in a while, I just have enough of your You're a bitch.
I really don't want to be married to you.
I believe our fights are extremely unhealthy and nasty. They're almost evil.
People don't sit there and threaten me and tell me that I'm gonna pay so you can sit on your fat ass all day and eat bonbons, because that ain't happening.
He pushes me, bullies me, he pins me down, he screams in my ear. I feel helpless. It can't get any worse. Like, the only thing worse that can happen is if somebody dies. I do get afraid. Would he hurt me? I don't know. Would he hurt himself? I really don't know what he's capable of doing.
Don't walk away from me, I'm talking to you.
No.
Damn it, you're gonna listen to me.
The boys, the little one, he just says, "Mommy, I don't want you and Daddy to fight anymore." My older one, he cries about it too, and told me, "It breaks my heart. I want to fix it. I just don't know how. I don't see how our marriage can survive as it is."
Well, Jennifer's husband, Ben, admits he has a temper, and he is at the end of his rope as well. But he says that Jennifer gives just as good as she gets.
Sometimes when we get into fights, if I get kind of sucked into the argument, then I tend to lose my temper. We continue to push new boundaries as far as what kind of hurtful things you can say.
You know, you're just a pathetic piece of
What'd you just call me, a piece of
Well, you are.
She'll call me fat, lazy. She'll say I'm just like my father. I'm never going to amount to anything. I can't take care of my family. That's the most hurtful thing she says to me, is that I'm not doing a good job as a father. I get to the point sometimes that I do feel like I've just had enough. I can't take the constant bickering. I would say it's gotten worse within the last 3 or 4 months. My wife recently lost her job. We had my mother move in November due to an illness. My mom and her clash heads all the time and just kind of backbite each other. A lot of times I get stuck in the middle trying to decide which side I want to take this time. It's frustrating. I think we're at the crisis point. Without some change, without some kind of intervention, it can't continue to go on like this. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think we were at the point where divorce was a serious and real possibility. We both feel like we're at the end of the rope.
Okay, question for you, Ben. So how the hell did we get from this to this?
We don't fight well. We don't fight fair. We don't use good tools. We let things escalate beyond, I think, where they should be.
You said in that tape piece, and I quote, "If you think you're gonna sit on your fat ass and eat bonbons, it ain't gonna happen."
Yeah.
You said that to your wife. Aren't you proud?
No.
Can this really change, or is this just who y'all are?
We feel like we're stuck. I mean, We're always trying to outdo each other as far as, who can top the other one as far as fighting and hurting each other. I mean, we don't enjoy that. I mean, we love each other very much. We believe in family unity. We believe we have happy family days on Sundays. I mean, we want to be good role models to our children.
Apparently you don't.
Well,
Because you choose not to be, correct?
that's our struggle. We want to be, but we don't know how to be.
Because I want to know if you really, honestly, two things. Want to change, and two, really, honestly believe you can. This is a truth test, and there's no right or wrong answer to this because I'm going to deal with whatever it is. But do you really, honestly believe that you can be that guy on the left there again?
I think I can be that person.
You really do?
I honestly do. I wouldn't waste your time. I wouldn't waste her time if I didn't think we could make a change.
We're talking about a family war going on under one roof. Now look, it's tough out there right now. I understand that. There's a lot of fear, a lot of trepidation, a lot of reality that's come to pass. It's putting pressure on couples. How about you? Y'all can put on the face, right?
Exactly.
You can go to church or the mall, or you can go over to a friend's house or something, and you just grinning ear to ear and yucking it up, and then the doors close, and it becomes, Ben, you piece of shit. You are disgusting. You are fat. You are lazy. You are worthless. You are just like your father. Hey, kids, Daddy's a bad father. You both pull the kids into the fights.
Well,
So this is what, how big's your house?
2,000 square feet.
The kids are in the fights. Okay, they hear this, right? Did I read that right?
Yeah. I am guilty of bringing the kids into fights, but well, I don't think that I'm conscious of it, and I don't do it as much.
Well, let's take a look at one of them. Well, let's take a look at one of them.
Don't make me out to be some horrible father because I missed one performance, okay? I work a lot of hours. And
You weren't working, and
Jenny?
he wanted you there,
You know what?
and he kept looking out the door to see
And
if
I
you
made-
were there.
I talked to
And
him.
your mom could even see that too. Don't think that you did something today, that what you did today or what you didn't do today was okay. It wasn't okay. It was a piece of. You were a piece of. I really don't want to be married to you. I really, you don't want to move ahead. You want to blame me for everything that's going on. You want to blame me for not being able to try our last thing, to try and get ahead. You. I can't be married to that. You should have been there!
Good God, woman.
Charming. Charming.
It was our
Don't care.
son's first cello
Don't care.
concert, and
Don't care. I
Yeah.
don't care
Well-
if the house was on fire.
that's to the point that we've gotten, though. I mean, it's not, it's not attractive at all. I mean,
I know what the fight was about. He didn't show up. You didn't like the way she invited you. This was you. I mean, come on. Do you think I care about the triviality of what that fight was? That's fight number 462 out of 10,000. Do you really think I care what it was about? What I care about is how you were in it. What I care about is the character assassination. What I care about is the fact that you are willing to demean and emasculate this man in every possible way you can so you can inflict pain.
that's what we're good at.
Can I have the wedding picture back, please? You wanted to inflict pain on him. Boy, I bet you if you'd known that, you'd have thrown that champagne down and run.
We're both good at that. That's our game. I mean,
You
that's
don't
what's-
need to throw him under the bus while I'm talking to you. I got plenty for him. So he's not going to help you to hurt him again. Because what you're wanting to say is I'm asking you hard questions, so you're saying, well, he does it too. Wasn't that pretty much that comment? We're both good at that. You actually pointed at him. Finger pointing, blame game. Do you really believe that you can be the person that you want to be, or is that just a fiction, a fantasy? That's for other people. It's slipped away. and you are just a miserable, just depressed, down, hopeless individual at this point.
Yes, I am miserable and depressed right now, but I do believe that there is a way out of it. I don't want to be in this rut anymore. I don't want to be this person. I want to be the best person I can be.
But you do it every day. You do it every day, you do it all day. Both of you are just behind those closed doors, I mean, just creating misery for yourself and each other.
True.
Why are you doing it? You didn't need to come here to hear me tell you that that is no way to live. Well, Jennifer and Ben say that they've always had conflict in their marriage, always. But according to Jennifer, the situation became unbearable when her mother-in-law, Jamie, moved in a few months ago.
When Jamie moved in, I really thought that I could help her. But I feel like she's actually dragging me down to her level. You know, Jamie, I'm here too. You could say something to me, look at me or something. I mean, that's really rude. She's two-faced. As soon as I turn my back, she's saying negative things about me. Jamie loves drama, and Jamie loves being waited on. She's only like 59, but she looks like a 90-year-old person. I have lost every ounce of respect for her. Jamie's room has been piling up ever since she came in. And her mom keeps sending her all these packages from Goodwill and from this and that. The TV is never off. She has a bad odor to begin with. She puts this powder over her body, and then, you know, eventually her body odor goes through that powder. She flicks her hair, and I'm like, ugh. And she just drives me nuts. Then says, well, since you're not working, this house should be clean. Well, this house isn't clean because I'm running your mom all over town. We have more and more problems because she is there. It's not healthy for her to remain in our house.
Well, Jamie says Jennifer goes out of her way to alienate her and make her feel like a burden.
I do not feel welcome here. In fact, I have been told I am not welcome here by Jennifer. If I'm sitting in the living room and she walks in, she turns her head away from me and walks to the kitchen. If I don't use my walker and steady myself by holding, oh, I heard you walking without your walker. I think you can walk. Jennifer says, I thought I asked you not to sit on those cushions. It's okay for the dogs to put their ass on one, but not for me. Jennifer has deep-seated problems when Ben walks in the door, and she has been sitting in front of her computer all day playing solitaire, and the dishes aren't done, and the clothes aren't washed or put away that have been sitting on the chair for a week. He gets mad. She recently has found Facebook, so she's contacting people. And another girlfriend came over one day who's also on Facebook, and she let it slip in front of me that this guy had wanted her and Jennifer to sneak off to Florida to meet him. Ben has always said to me, we have our problems and we work them out. But I don't think she wants it worked out.
Okay, welcome. I'm glad you're here because you're part of this. You've been watching the show from backstage, right? This isn't a happy home for you to be living in. Why are you there?
In July, I was in my home where I'd been for 20 years taking care of myself by myself. And I went to the bathroom in the middle of the night and tripped and fell and got stuck on the floor for 4 days without food or water. I have nerve damage in my left leg and in my right arm. I have neuropathy of the left leg.
Okay, I got you. So you moved in with these folks. How long do you plan to stay there? Is this a permanent thing? Is this a transient thing? What?
When I was first being released and didn't know where I was going because I couldn't go back to my home at the time.
Why not?
There was too many steps for me to walk.
Can you ramp it so you can get back in it?
I can walk the steps. I'm stronger now. I can walk those steps now.
So you can move back to your house now?
Oh, well, not yet. There was a flood.
And Jennifer says that none of this would have happened if Jamie wasn't a hoarder. Take a look.
I definitely see signs of hoarding. She stacks her papers around her bed, and she has created this like little mountain.
Jennifer believes that I'm a hoarder because, well, you can look at my room. This room is not big enough for my stuff. And in my home, you saw what my home looked like.
I thought Jamie's house was condemned. It's filthy, and it smells bad, and Somehow, she doesn't have a bathtub or a shower on her first floor. This woman stank up the house so bad.
I don't believe that I'm a hoarder. I believe I save a lot of things that are very sentimental to me. The people in my family call me the family historian.
And do you think this is happening in your house now?
I see signs of it starting to, yeah. There is a little pile, a little mountain that I call it, by her bed.
Yeah. How do you feel about your mom living with you?
I think that it adds stress. We don't have enough of our own spaces. Mom, like she said, she's lived alone for a long time, and she's an independent person. She's kind of set in her ways. Mm-hmm. And I respect that, but there's not enough space for her to get around, to be separate from us, and it causes a lot of conflict.
You getting in each other's way.
Sure.
How do you don't think it's working at all, right?
No, I don't think it's working at all.
Do you get involved in these?
I do my best to stay away.
Really? Let's take a look at this.
Look, we're not going to sit here and play pick on me.
Jen, you started it.
What did I do?
You said, here's the address, and show up if you want to be a good father. Jennifer, do you ever consider my son's feelings? This is my son. This is my baby. I hear all the hurt in his voice.
Man, I'd hate to see you get involved. That is so wrong. That is so wrong.
That's not a normal situation.
I'm glad to hear that. Really, I'm glad to hear that.
That's not a normal situation.
That is so very wrong.
That's why I go to my room and close the door.
Yeah, that's why she doesn't want you living in her house.
I don't want to live in her house.
I know you don't want to live there, and we're going to try to figure something out about that, but let me just tell you and every mother-in-law, every father-in-law on the face of the planet, you couldn't make the situation worse if you doused it in flame and threw a match.
I did it on purpose that time.
You did it on purpose.
That time. I have stuffed and heard them fight, and I can't take it anymore. And I have a breaking point, and that was it.
Yeah, well, that was broke.
I broke.
Yeah.
I completely, all of my
But
restrictions.
seeing that on tape, do you realize how inappropriate that is?
Of course it is.
I mean, you're getting where you don't even almost belong. And you know whose job it is to handle that and put that fence line up? That's your job, because that's your mother. It is not her job to manage your mother. It's your job to manage your mother.
Yeah.
And when your mother is attacking your wife in a fight with you on your behalf, and you sit there just like, well, okay, tag team,
At least she wasn't attacking him.
that's an all-around bad situation.
DrPhil, you don't realize she attacks him.
Pardon me?
She attacks him.
You're doing it again.
I thought that's what the point of being here was.
What it is. This is a learning experience, right? Learn this. You're doing it again. I mean, you're saying, you're derogating your husband's wife. He loves her, and what's going to happen is they're going to fix this and then resent you for attacking her. Don't get sucked into that, because he's going to make up with her, and then you're going to say all of this stuff about her, and then he's going to be standing there going, "Oh God, yeah, my mother has just totally alienated my wife, who I've fallen back in love with, and we're all peachy keen, and now we can't even have an ice cream cone with her because she called her a bitch." I mean, you don't want to get it caught. You see what I'm saying? They will make up. You are in an untenable situation. It's not your fault, frankly. It really isn't. You're handling it really poorly, but it's not your fault for being in that situation. You're in a tough spot.
I know.
One night, Ben and Jen screaming and yelling at each other. The boys are terrified. They run into my room. Even the dogs ran into the room, and they're laying on the floor shaking. Jennifer runs into the room, goes, "Call the police, call the police." I was like, "Jennifer, I'm not calling the police. You have both been drinking. It's both of your faults. Get out of this room. We don't want to be a part of this." The next day, she said I had betrayed her.
Well, times are tough, and there are families that are cracking under the pressure, and the potential for abuse is rising in homes everywhere. Now, I'm here with Jennifer and Ben, and they say they've been at each other's throats. And they now have Ben's mother living in the house with them as well. Now, Ben, just how bad have you gotten in your exchanges with your wife?
As bad as you can get verbally.
What is the worst thing you've said in your opinion? I have my list.
I've called my wife the B word, the C word.
Did you say, this is according to Jennifer, did you say to her, I hope you die. I hope you burn in hell. You wouldn't care if I went downstairs with a gun to my head.
I did say that.
You say that you worry if he's capable of killing himself or you.
I don't think he's a violent person per se, but I think when he gets enraged, that I think he might be capable of that. Yes, that does worry me.
Okay. What is your goal? You said you call your wife the C word. And you've been on this planet long enough to know that that is the worst thing you can call a woman.
The only time I ever use that is when I've been hurt so bad that I think she's crossed a whole new level, and I don't know how to...
He calls me that all the time.
I don't know how to defend myself, so I kind of go back into that hurt mode.
So she must cross the line a lot, because according to Jennifer now and in our prior interviews with her, that's a pretty commonplace epitaph that you throw out.
Yeah. She does. Every time we have a fight, it's never just a little fight. It's always who can one-up that other one, and who, we don't even stay on the issue we originally started arguing about. We'll go from one issue to one issue.
I hope you burn in hell.
She had told me that she was taking my kids to Florida or to Tennessee, so I couldn't see them.
And that was to inspire her to say, perhaps I'm not being sensitive enough with Ben regarding the children, and I'll revisit this issue. That was...
No, it was designed to hurt.
It's very tantrum-like behavior, isn't it?
It sure is.
I hope you die. Got everything but the foot stomp.
I was in my house. I got up in the middle of the night and I slipped on some newspapers. I got stuck between two pieces of furniture. I was in and out of consciousness for 4 days. I was about 15, 20 inches from a telephone, just out of reach. My mother called Benjamin and said, go to your mother's house and check on her because something's wrong. And he did not.
The fire department broke in her door and found her laying face first on the ground. We realized that she had been there for like 4 to 5 days.
We're back with Jennifer, her husband Ben, and his mother Jamie. Now, they all live under one roof right now, and their constant fighting has just turned their home into a war zone that's miserable for everybody. Ben's mother just described how she survived being trapped in her home for 4 days. Now, Ben has said he doesn't really feel guilty for not getting to his mom sooner, that she's never made a big deal out of it. But I'm not sure she's being honest with her son about this. Listen carefully to what Jamie revealed to us. Ben, you need to hear this.
I think he had come when my mother asked him to come. I wouldn't be in this shape. I would have been found in time that I wouldn't be as hurt as I am. I don't want to blame my son. I fell. It was my fault that I fell. It wasn't his fault. But it was his fault that he didn't do what my mother asked him to do because she knew something was wrong with me. She knew that I would have called her. And he should have gotten up, or he should have sent Jennifer. And I don't know what their problem was. They probably wouldn't have had to go out on their damn boat and didn't have enough time for Mom. I'm sorry. Oh, God, help me.
I believe you said there's not a lot of communication in this situation.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
It makes me feel like she doesn't appreciate anything. When she didn't show up to babysit the kids on Monday, we tried all day long to call her, And I actually left work to go to her house to check on her. So where this is coming from, I'm not really sure, but it feels like I've been double-crossed or set up or something.
You think it's possible that she feels just as trapped now as she did those 4 days she was laying in that house?
Very possibly, yes. She doesn't have a lot of options.
'Cause you feel really trapped now, don't you?
I feel very trapped, very caged.
You've lived on your own for 20 years and all of a sudden say you feel guilty for using toilet paper or shower water at their house.
Well, she doesn't supply anything. I mean, she doesn't offer to pay for any utilities or anything. I mean, you're under our roof, and I mean, we were cooking dinners for you for the longest time too, and then you started complaining that I was, tricking you with the meat that I was serving you or something, and I'm like, I'm not going to cook dinners for you anymore.
You can go.
Yeah, it's not working. You want to be out of this situation, right?
Yes.
You want to be back in your house and doing the right things.
Maybe not in my house, but just away.
Somewhere.
I want to go away.
Right now, with you losing your job and a tough economy, the pressure is on. Do you blame her for this economic meltdown?
Just locally at our house. I mean, we were, money's tight everywhere, obviously, I know. But yeah, I guess I kind of do, which I probably shouldn't.
Well, it seems like you do.
Yeah.
Did you lose your job on purpose?
Not at all. No, and we've always kind of been overextended with our finances, and we should have been in a better place knowing the economy. And I mean, I wasn't even given any notice. They just let 10 people go at one time. No severance, nothing. I mean, it was just right before Thanksgiving. We had to deal with Thanksgiving and Christmas and 2 little boys that still believe in Santa Claus.
Well, it's time to deal with reality, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because right now, you avoid dealing with the problems by fighting about the problems. You vent and yell and scream and point fingers and blame to avoid dealing with the problem.
Okay.
You're not a good partner here.
Not at all.
You need to become a good partner. You need to stop blaming. It is what it is. I can tell you 10 reasons you're in this situation that have nothing to do with her. I can tell you 10 reasons you're in this situation that have nothing to do with him. But that's all you talk about is what each other has done to the other. The situation has really reached a boiling point. What's your job here as you see it?
I feel like I'm the head of the household. It's my job to kind of keep things together, provide finances, provide a home, and a good environment for my kids to grow up in.
Yeah. Well, let me just tell you, this is DrPhil to Ben, okay? It's time for you to man up here. Forget about everything else right now. This is about you as a man. You need to man up here and require yourself to behave with dignity and respect, to be a role model for your children, a leader for your family, a hero for your wife.
Okay.
You need to get yourself in shape. You're overweight, you're out of shape, you're not sleeping, you're emotionally in turmoil, and you're worried about finances. Look, they can kill you, but they can't eat you. I mean, you may need to get rid of this house. Y'all may need to go move into an apartment or a trailer. I don't care, but you've got to get this under control. It is time for you, husband, father, to take the reins here and do what you have to do to get this family stabilized.
Okay.
And that means the first house you got to clean is your own. This stuff about calling names and having temper tantrums and all of that stuff, that's over. You just have to require more of yourself than that. The same thing is true with you. You got to require more of yourself. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not exercising. You're not sleeping. You're not communicating. You're not doing anything constructive in this situation. And let me tell you, long suffering is not earning. That doesn't help the situation at all. You two need to decide you're in this together. You know why you're in financial trouble right now? Is because you've been caught in the 2-income trap. Come November, you got out of a job, and so you have a 2-income family, a 2-income standard of living on 1 income now.
Correct. That's exactly it.
Do the math. That won't work. So you say, yeah, I do kind of blame her for this, that, and the other. You made those decisions right along with her. That's why I'm saying don't play the blame game, because you can't win. You two conspired to live beyond your means with both of you working and nowhere to go if somebody got disabled, got laid off, something happened. It just didn't work. A lot of Americans living that way right now. You're just feeling the brunt of it because it happened to you a few months ago. So that means you've got to deal with reality. You got to start living smaller. You got to start living smaller. Wouldn't you rather be living within your means and be able to pull the covers up around your neck, take a deep breath at night and say, you know what? We may not have a lot right now, but what we got, we can afford, we own. I mean, we're at peace.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't you love some peace in your life?
That would lift a lot of stress off of us.
I ask you at the very first moment we sat down, do you believe that you and your family can turn this around?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe it starts with you?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe it starts with you? You don't need to fix him, you need to fix you.
I need to fix me.
You need to work out a strategy to get you out of this pressure cooker. You're in a pressure cooker, it's not fair for you to be there, you're not handling it well, they're not responding well, it isn't working. Whatever you have to do to get that situation altered, you need to get that done.
Okay.
Whether it's a temporary apartment, whether it's a different living situation, whether a part of the house is fixed over there. I mean, something has to happen to decompress this situation. Not fair to you, not fair to you guys. It's just not working. It'd be great if it was. My mother's 85 years old. I'm 58 years old. She has never raised her voice to me in my entire life, ever, which probably explains a lot about why I'm the way I am. I can't live with her. I couldn't live with her. She couldn't live with me.
Yeah.
Love her, love her, love her, love her. But we don't need to be living together. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean you're a bad son or you're a bad mother. It's just you're at different places in your lives. I'm going to make some resources available to help you implement this financially and emotionally, okay? We're going to get some planning done here.
Great.
And we're going to follow the situation and see where we get,
Great.
okay?
Absolutely.
I have your attention?
Absolutely.
I have your attention.
Yes.
I have your attention?
You have my attention.
We're talking about this kind of story because it is happening a lot in America. Look, things are tough, but we can do this. We really can. You know, you've heard me say that every day is a turning point, and I've tried to create a turning point in your lives today. I mean, that's why I said, have I gotten your attention here? You got to have a wake-up call. And I mean, maybe hearing me bark at you, seeing things on the video, being able to observe yourselves kind of once removed, gives you some idea. But it starts now. This isn't the end, this is the beginning. And we're gonna continue to work on this. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.